If you don't stick up for yourself, who's gonna? Hey, hi, I'm Angel. Thanks for stopping by for another bedtime vlog. I'm about to hit the hay, and I had a conversation with a good friend last night that left me kind of upset when I woke up this morning. As is kind of typical for me, my brain had been ruminating on that stuff. And on the one hand, this is kind of the old story, the victim mentality, and I wanna and am going to just let it go. And on the other hand, I thought, we don't do each other any favors by not addressing when we hurt each other's feelings or when we feel disrespected. A different friend of mine recently said, doesn't have to be a big deal. And I totally agree with that. It doesn't have to be a big deal. And it's not a big deal. And it's okay to stick up for ourselves. It's a good idea, not a big deal, to say, hey, you know what? That offended me. I feel disrespected when you treat me that way. I don't think it's appropriate for you to talk about me like that. All those things are okay for us to say to each other. Listening to a lot of different talks about communication, and I love the idea of peaceful confrontation. I love the idea that we need to confront each other, to stand up for ourselves, stand up for what we believe is right in a peaceful way, in a communicative way, hopefully in a loving, way that says, hey, I want to grow. I want to expand my understanding. I want to help us all expand our awareness and our understanding. And that requires sticking up for ourselves, confronting each other when we feel we've been wronged. Not in a hateful, belligerent, wartime, violent way. Hopefully in a peaceful, intelligent, calm, logical way to say, you know what, I would like to say to you, that hurt my feelings. Or I would like to say to you, I would really appreciate it if you didn't talk to me that way or about me in that way. Or I don't think that was fair. Or I don't think that was appropriate or right. If we don't stick up for ourselves in all those situations and for each other, but first and foremost for ourselves, again, I say, sometimes I catch myself feeling resentful that, like I did this morning, that a friend was telling me something that other friends were saying about me, and I wanted to be resentful to that friend for not sticking up for me. But the bottom line is, I got to stick up for myself. So I need to have some words with those friends, and I'm going to wait till the time is appropriate and make sure I'm not upset, because it's not a big deal. It's just, it is a big deal. It is something that needs to be done, even though it's not a big deal. That's my 2 cents for tonight. I would love to know what you think of that. What do you think of the concept of peaceful confrontation? Do you stick up for yourself? Do you stick up for others? If I find I'm surprising amount of the time, even though I'm told I'm considered a strong and independent person, there is a lot of time I don't stick up for myself, and I'm aiming to change that. Not in a big deal kind of way, not in a conflict, dramatic way, just in a matter-of-fact way that we all can hopefully grow from, in a way that makes me feel like I stood up for myself, in a way that lets other people know what's okay and what's not, where my boundaries are. Peace.